that. I mean, I'll see if I can't reach out to him and see if I can't get him on here, and I might come on here with him. We come on together.
That'll work. I sent him he sent us a thing back asking a link for one of our shows. So I sent him the one of CJ Graham.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have just sent him yours, but he knows your shit. So
yeah,
we wanted to try something different.
Yeah, he actually. Funny thing about it, I gave him my number. We've had each other's numbers for like a little bit, but we never texted or anything like that. And then one day he just FaceTimes me out of nowhere. Just FaceTimes me and it's like, "Hey man, like I got this great idea for this skit. You know, more like a short movie. I don't know if do you guys know Trailer Park Boys?
Oh yeah,
yes.
I love Bubbles.
You guys know how before they started the Trailer Park Boys, how they had that little short movie? It was like on Netflix at some point, but they made like this 30, 35 minute, just a short film. That was kind of like the prelude to Trailer Park Boys. And that's what he was wanting to do, like a 20, 30 minute, just short, movie type deal thing. I'm not going to tell you what the plot is, but it's really, really good. It's really good if we can get it, just to come together and work.
People are making movies, Mark. What the hell are we doing? We're sitting over here with our thumbs and let's play this video game.
Okay, fine. Come up with a script.
I've already told you. You just got to bring it up to Jason Brooks, have him put you in one of your movies. You guys get killed instantly. There you go.
That's it. That's the best acting career
I've been trying to talk.
Ever.
I've been trying to talk Peter into doing that for a while.
So I wanna be in a movie, and the only line I want in the movie is like, I just want to see something and be like, what the fuck, and then get killed. Like that would be
pretty much that was pretty much me in Vengeance too. I said fuck every single sentence. Every single line it was fuck. What fucking matters? Where the fuck did that come from?
And this is how a star was born.
Yeah, right. But yeah, no, you just say fucking die pretty much.
Oh fuck! And then
I don't even have to say that. Just kill me right away.
I want that job.
It's fun.
I mean, I've got the fuck part down. I'm pretty sure I can die.
Do you have to die fast? I mean, is it one of those things that come in
and accurately and make it look like make it look less dramatic than you want it to be?
Just throw me through a barn door and
ideas.
That's how I
just
die.
Be like, oh, you should do this and do that and hit me with that and throw me through the wall or just, just whatever.
Do the old Halloween 4 where Michael throws Loomis through the classroom door. Perfect way to kill my character.
I got thrown against the wall and we had to do another take because there's a Jesus painting and I wanted to knock that shit off the wall. And I didn't that first time, so I'm like, no. And then we got it. That's the take that's in the movie. We knocked Jesus off the wall.
Jesus.
It's like, oh fuck that, he's gotta go.
So check it out. There's this glass recycling machine. It's got like a conveyor belt on it, so you can put bottles and jars and shit in it. And it takes it up and it takes it and drops all the bottles and jars into this the feeder, right? And it's just a bunch of hammers that are rotating really fast. And there's screens in between it. So what I was thinking was we put somebody on this conveyor belt, we send them up there, we get them drop down into the thing, it beats them with the fucking hammers, and then all their blood, guts, the bones like just disintegrate because you turn the glass, like glass is turned into sand. So it turns all that into sand and just fucking gooey, liquidy yumminess. What do you think?
Sounds tasty.
Well, evidently Brian wants to bring back the old 70s Galileo movies.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm drawing a blank right here. Wood chipper. Wood chipper death.
Oh, wood chipper.
Wood chipper.
Yeah. There you go.
Always a good one.
That one.
That one's been done a lot.
It's been used a lot. Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm just saying overall that is a pretty decent kill.
Not if you're throwing Michael Myers in there. That's just nonsense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we're not talking about how shitty Halloween Ends was.
I didn't see it.
What was it, Deadpool 2, where the dude went in the
yeah.
Yes.
That was good. And Brad Pitt.
I can't wait for the third one.
Yeah, same.
We get a trailer in a few days.
Yeah,
Probably
it's coming
Super
out this
Bowl,
year
right?
too.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a Super Bowl trailer.
There is a trailer right now. I don't know if anybody's seen it or not, but everybody's imitating Christopher Walken. Has anybody else seen this trailer? It's going to be on Super Bowl Sunday.
Uh-uh.
No,
It's
I
a
can just
BM
imagine.
Freshman, I'm coming right back.
It's all right. It's a new BMW commercial.
Are you on shrooms again, Brian?
Huh?
Were you on shrooms again?
No, that was the other day. Anyway,
That was earlier.
Everybody sounds like Christopher Walken. This is a great trip. You guys should ask Jeff for his Christopher Walken impersonation one night. He kills it. It's fantastic.
He's one actor that I think I'll cry when he passes away.
what,
Hey,
Christopher Walken?
hey, Brian.
Christopher
Hey,
Walken won't die. You will.
Brian.
Christopher Walken lives forever. Yes.
Last night, Glick played a few things for Toby Keith after what he said after his rant on Tuesday.
I had my rant.
But what he did was really good, though. He even cried.
What?
I did.
You cried?
Glick is a big softie. No one knows that.
I am a big teddy bear, even though I'm a big old Sasquatch. I'm a big old teddy bear. But after my rant the other night, and then I sat and thought about it, and I was like, I wanted to do it in the first place, and then I backed off of it, and then I was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. But after thinking about it, I was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing tomorrow night for the music show. I'm doing a Toby Keith tribute. So, but
he played one of my favorite songs of Toby. Don't Let the Old Man In.
Yeah, I had to play that. That was like his last performance.
Yeah.
That what?
I don't know it.
Y'all gonna make me sad.
You should listen to it.
Yeah, let's not get sad. Hey, listen, I'm gonna go grab a drink too.
That man's a treasure.
I'm actually
Brian's got to go to his
pop
Ponzi
off,
scheme
guys,
meeting.
Okay.
Thank you, Amber, for coming.
I'm old and tired.
Old and tired.
Getting there.
I'm old as
and
fuck.
tired.
Okay?
Thank you for coming in.
Oh,
Old and tired, please.
1492, I was born. All right.
Okay.
Sailed with Columbus.
I mean, hell, I'm gonna be 31 in about 4 days.
Shut up. I'm like 90 compared to you.
Oh, please.
I'm older than you.
That may be, but still, I mean, I got injuries that probably could say my body's luckily to be intact.
What's up to be old? I'm only 22, so.
Yeah, you wish, Glick.
Jealous.
Have a good night.
Have a good night,
guys, thank you for having me on. Congratulations on 1 year. Hope y'all have an awesome evening.
You
Deuces.
But I gotta have her back on the show again.
I kind of want to have her.
Hold on, 1 minute. Do you ever do a show?
Yeah. Do you do
Me?
a show?
Yeah.
I don't do live shows, but I do shows.
When's the last time you did a show?
Pre-recorded or live?
It doesn't matter.
About 3 weeks ago. Hey, the numbers are still going up. The numbers on Zencaster are still in the thousands, so
somebody's lying to you.
If I was Amber Brooke, I would have ran away too. I would have been like, there are a bunch of fucking.
I kind of want to have her on the phone. I was listening to her. I was listening to you guys at the beginning of the show when we were at the ER. I had you guys on. I was like, she's pretty cool. I think she'd be fun on the show.
Oh, she'd be great on your show. Definitely.
It's all about having fun. Listen, here's the thing, guys. If you're not having fun doing the show, if you're not having fun doing this podcast or doing your podcast or doing a podcast, then don't do the fucking show. Stop doing it.
I think that goes with anything you do. Like, Bryce, I know you guys have said he's I guess he's a comedian. I don't know. I just feel like he's just some weird meth head from the east side of town down here. I feel like I've seen him ask me for like money once or twice down the road.
Might have.
I mean, hey, sometimes when you're up and coming, you have to. I mean, Bryce will even tell you, when he first started out.
Until you make it.
Exactly.
I don't know. I was driving by and he said, "I'll suck your dick for a hit," and I was like, I don't know what he said, but I heard a blowjob, so I turned around.
Looks like my better half ain't doing it, so might as well get one from him.
Oh Lord!
I already have one.
Yeah,
I thought that's how Glick's girlfriend hurt her neck. I mean,
oh, that's okay. Apparently, all the fucking nurses and doctors in the hospital think that I beat on her because that was the running joke in the hospital. And they're like, they literally ask her, "Do you feel safe at home?" And she's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "You can't say that. You don't know. You're gonna wait for me outside."
Glick's just sitting there like, motherfuckers, you're asking her if she feels safe? Every time I piss her off, I'm wondering if I feel safe.
One of the nurses asked me, I said, "Look, this is the third time or the second time I've been accused of domestic violence. If it happens again, somebody's getting punched in the eye, and it's not going to be me.
It's going to be her again."
That's okay. Anytime my wife goes to the emergency room for her shoulder or her arm or something like that, they ask her the same thing. Did your husband do this? Do you feel safe? Are you willing to go home
All you gotta
with
do
him?
is take one look at Mark and find out that's not
it's
true.
Funny. It's funny. She goes, "Yeah, right. I feel safer at home than I do here because I could hit my husband and he ain't gonna go whine."
I was about to say, Mark's wife is not afraid to beat his ass.
They probably just looked out in the lobby and seen a giant Sasquatch that walked in with her and was like, we gotta make sure she's okay."
Oh no,
Sasquatch! I'm not that tall.
No.
Yeah.
You're talking about.
I'm talking about my fiance.
Not you. Nobody sees you walking next to your wife. That's the whole thing. It's like, what are you doing over there? Are you hiding? Are you hiding behind her? What are you doing, Mark? Stop it.
You guys have the same scenario like Jeff and his wife. His wife's like 5'10" and he's 4'1". So
my
wife and I are the same. About the same height.
It's about me and my old lady are too. We're right at she's tall. We're right at 5'11", 6 foot, both of us.
Yeah, Brian's like 6 foot something, and his wife comes up to his waist.
Goodness gracious!
She's gonna kill me for that one.
11.
She's gonna kill me for that one.
That was my yeah. But my ex-wife was 4'11", and I'm as Jeff says, I'm 6 foot 14 inches.
They packed a lot into my 5 foot 3 foot wife when they built her, because I'm just saying.
You know, if you ever get fed up, you can just roll the window down and she'll fly out like a napkin.
I would have to break this up a lot to make this a reel.
Oh, this one?
Oh, you'll be fucking fine.
Bryce is making he's writing, he's got his notebook out, he's taking good notes. He's like,
every time he's come on in the past, he was supposed to do a stand up for us. He's never done it yet.
Never done it. Still
like a full set or like a monologue?
No,
just a full set. Like an hour set.
No, Bryce, I feel sorry that you fucking ever came on this show. Like every time he'll say that, like he's supposed to do this, motherfucker. You don't even pay him.
I said
pay him no attention.
He volunteered.
Yeah.
He told us that he was going to do that, and then the last time he was on, he was talking with somebody about maybe doing some stand up here in Tampa, but I'm guessing that didn't pull through.
No, that did not pull through. But that was because I just got so daggum busy, man. I got so busy with doing all this and really just, my son, he wasn't a baby anymore, became a toddler. That became a whole lot more, to do. Because it's a lot easier, when they're 3-4 months and they're just sitting there.
It don't get any easier. Okay.
Yeah.
It gets harder.
I got 18 and a 10-year-old. Trust me, it don't get no easier.
Just wait until that they get to the age where they start mocking you and talking back, and actually saying
and plotting your death like Mark's children.
Shh! Don't tell people that. My favorite one is the very first time that a kid says a swear word. That's always my favorite.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that. I think he already says shit. I'm not sure, but I think he says shit. It
sounds like shit.
It sounds like it. It sounds more like he's saying see it. It sounds more like he's saying see it.
Sit.
Like, but there's a little bit of there's a little bit of an H in there if you listen. It's just shit.
He's got a lisp.
No, he don't have a lisp. He don't have a lisp.
Only when it comes to the word sit.
What
it's shit.
I was now I understand. I was going to ask Bryce how him and his sister are doing, becoming new parents and stuff.
Oh,
and if there's any birth defects with their baby, but apparently there are. You're like the type of guy that's going to pound like 17 PBRs and scream at some point on this show.
Oh, good God, that was great.
And that's the
we're
end
doing, but to answer your question, we're doing really good.
Nice.
We waited till she was 15. We waited till she was 15.
Nice. Yeah. She was of age. Yeah,
she was of age.
Yeah.
And Georgia only. So.
Well, if this was like 1800, then yeah, it would have been of age.
She would have been.
No, that would have been
prime at 15 if it was 1800s.
Oh my goodness. Hey, what a great sport though. I mean, for Bryce to be able to take that like that right on the chin and not bat an eye, come right back at it.
Dude, you don't understand. That is 100% all that happens. Like when I make my videos, like I get obviously like I do get like all the praise and stuff, but I get tons of hate comments too. Like some people will go out of their way to report, like they'll go down and they'll click my video, report it, scroll down, report, and they'll report like 30, 40 consecutive vids because just one they didn't like, because I said something they didn't like, or I said something that offended them. And
that's what somebody did to mine for today.
At the end of the day,
sorry about that, Mark.
At the end of the day, if you got haters, you're doing something right, man.
Yeah.
We've every time I go live on TikTok, I'll be live on there for 5-10 minutes, and I get a restriction because somebody's reported it, and then another 5 minutes will go by, and I'm banned for a week, and I'm not doing anything. I'm literally sitting here doing the same exact thing as I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
and I'm like, really? Because there's a lot worse things going on TikTok right now, other than some fat dude sitting at his bedroom or at his desk, just like hanging out talking to people. But we've been boycotted. We've been boycotted twice. Our show, I don't know if you really call it a boycott, because the people who are boycotting us were still watching us. So I don't know if they really know how boycotts work, but whatever.
We're still gonna watch, but we're gonna be mad about it.
Yeah, we're gonna be so mad about it.
I'm so mad I'm watching this right now.
I wanted to throw a couple shots out there before, because I did want to, we do on Saturday nights, we do an open door challenge where basically we put the link in the chat, and anybody who wants to come up is welcome to come up. So, I would love to have you come on and hang out. Not only that, but maybe like a Wednesday night as a guest, come up and you could definitely take the jokes and bring it right back. So, I mean, that's
Absolutely.
all we do. We just fuck around.
I'm telling you. You get to talk to that guy, Jeff, and that pyramid scheme thing comes up, man. And you just get him, bro.
You'll be rich, bro. I mean, you got to wait a year before you get paid out, but after that year, you're going to be rich.
Oh, man. This sounds great. No, but to go back what you was talking about getting, flagged and in trouble all the time and stuff like. That's the same thing with me, dude. I've had so many copyrights, like Facebook. Facebook and TikTok are my top two. I stay getting in trouble on Facebook and TikTok. But it's funny because I'll get, like you said, I'll get in trouble on Facebook where I can't post for 30 days, but I can scroll down and I can find a video of somebody doing a drive-by, like the whole thing, and somebody getting shot to death, and it's like right there, and all they get is are you sure you want to watch this? This is, sensitive content. And it's like someone getting killed, but I can't tell a joke without getting kicked off the platform. That's what's really crazy to me. That's what's so backwards about it.
Yeah, I'll put on the beginning of your video that this is sensitive shit. If you don't like it, get the fuck off.
You shouldn't have to, though.
The fact that Facebook flags it, as sensitive content lets you know that they've already seen it and they didn't take it down. They deemed it to be okay as long as there was, some type of, hey, be careful with what age restriction or whatever. But anybody small time or anything like that, I can't tell a joke without, getting in trouble and all this other shit and having to go through all these hoops.
But you watch, I know you know who Justin Nunley is, and you watch a video that Justin posts up, and it will start off with like just something so random, like a black woman. What was the one that he did with a black woman eating a chicken wing, and she just sucked the whole thing, and he was like,
no.
Did you know?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. You talking about
come on, Justin Nunley.
Yeah, from TikTok.
Yeah.
2006 Time Magazine Person of the Year.
How the fuck?
That's in his bio. I know.
That's
I
what
know
he
that
put. You're our Justin Nunley, so you just got to start doing the. There you go.
I've never. When I first started doing videos, I don't hate on anybody. Like if you responding like or what do you call where you record yourself like watching somebody else's vid. Those
duet
stuff.
Duet them.
I don't have a problem with that. Me personally, I don't do reaction videos because like I want it to be 100% like my own. I don't want it to be me reacting to somebody else or like me getting big off of somebody else. I want it to be big because I did it and I figured it out on my own. Does that make sense?
But I don't think it's like you getting big off of somebody else. I do think because you already have the way that you do stuff. And if you kept duetting videos, then that's different. But if you duet a video here and there, like, okay, somebody told me to duet this video. If you watched it and go, I got something for that, then you do it. But if you don't have nothing for it, you just pass.
I'm more so the type like I'll find something that I can duet with, but instead of duetting, I would just like pick up my phone and be like, hey, this is what I think about this. And like I won't even show anything. Like I would just, go straight to the subject and talk about how I feel about it.
Right on. So since we're here talking about our feelings and the Kansas City Chiefs and 49ers, who you boys got in the bowl?
Oh, hell.
The refs. I got the refs.
The refs.
Taylor Swift.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
Everybody. But the two that are playing.
No, hold up. Wait. Bryce, would you like to tell everybody about your little thing?
Yes, I'm going live during the Super Bowl on Facebook. I plan to go live during the whole thing, and I'm going to take a shot every time they show Taylor Swift.
You are going to be so fucking.
You're going to be fucking dead by the time.
I've already told my fans and everything. They've already.
What shot are you taking?
I haven't decided.
You better get a girly drink.
But I told them I ran it by them like during my. I went live on Facebook. I think Tuesday. And I ran it by them, and everyone was just like all on it. And now everyone is bringing it up. And this morning I was like, "Oh man, I might have fucked up. I might have bit off more than I can chew." But I'm definitely all for it.
I'm a widow and a single mom all in one night.
Yeah. Way to go, Bryce. He hit the trifecta.
So trifecta right there, buddy.
I hope that the 49ers come out on top. However, how do you count out my homeboy?
Easily.
The San Francisco 49ers are the best team in the league, and they have the best defense in the entire league.
Yeah.
And I bet they'll sack Mahomes twice. They'll rattle him because that's what happens to Patrick Mahomes. He gets rattled, and he ain't worth a shit once he gets rattled. Bosa and Chase are going to eat him up.
I say in the first half, it's going to be the Chiefs are going to be ahead. And in the second half, the 49ers are going to come back and do it.
So you're saying the Chiefs are going to do what the Lions did and choke really hard?
Hey,
friendly fire.
Bones in that soup.
Friendly fire.
Wow.
I mean, honestly, if the coach wasn't such a bonehead during that game, they would have been in the Super Bowl.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Wait, hold up. It would not be him.
I know, but at least the same way he could have been more smart about it. Just saying.
Y'all might not have won the Super Bowl this year, but I'm sure as a Detroit
you're
fan,
closer than
a lot like
Minnesota will ever be.
It was only the second time in my lifetime that I got to see him in the NFC Championship. I'm hoping before my life is over, I get to see him. In the Super Bowl.
Good God. They're building the team
to be a really good team.
Yes.
I think that they would have been great this year in the Super Bowl. I thought for sure they were going to make it. I texted Mark. He said, yes, doing really good, but I can't talk about the plays right now. And then I think I jinxed them. And then I was like, well, I wasn't playing for the Lions, so it's not my fault. So
I was pulling for them.
It could be worse. It could have been the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs to begin with.
Okay, first of all, you can
or
go
the Browns.
The Browns were in the playoffs, jackass.
So where's the Steelers?
Well, The Browns made the playoffs, but they didn't show up for the first game. So, I mean,
yeah, but honestly, and now they're blaming it on Joe Flacco, which Flacco tried. He at least tried to do good.
It wasn't Flacco's fault.
Back-to-back pick sixes did not help matters none. But
the protection was atrocious.
Number one defense in the league. They should have shit all over Houston, and that defense forgot to show up. They weren't there that entire game.
By the way, C.J. Stroud won Rookie of the Year tonight.
By the way,
that's not a surprise.
No, it wasn't. Miles Garrett win the Defensive Player of the Year?
Say again?
I didn't.
Who did?
Oh, Brian, I keep forgetting that you're a Steelers fan. I gotta show you this.
JJ.
Hey, did you see JJ Watts was thinking about playing for the Steelers?
He's thinking about coming back?
And he's thinking about coming back and playing for the Steelers. See that or going back to Houston.
Why, son, he could be overrated like his brothers?
One of the greatest moments. One of the greatest moments in football, Brian. I think you'll like this.
Love you, Brian.
Oh, that's the helmet shot, bro. Really? Wow.
The fact that you had that.
That's the helmet shot when
in a case.
Yeah,
Garrett hit Mason
Rudolph got bashed in the fucking head with the fucking helmet.
Get that.
All right.
Get that. They thought Mason Rudolph was going to press charges and all that. And yeah.
Hey, Glick, one of the Cleveland Browns actually took home Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, it was Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. Lamar Jackson is seeking his second MVP. Christian McCaffrey is the favorite to win Offensive Player of the Year. Will Anderson
Bryce
Jr.
was just saying. What you were just saying, Bryce?
Yeah,
CMC. You just talking about McCaffrey? Yeah,
CMC.
He's gonna be the difference maker.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, it's gonna be the first. It's gonna be the first half. Chiefs are gonna, run it.
It's gonna be a back and forth.
I don't.
Everyone keeps sleeping on the fucking 49ers, and I'm sick of it.
No, I'm not saying that the 49ers are going to lose. I'm just saying that's what's going to happen.
You have
the last three games the 49ers have played. That's the way it's been. I think.
The Super Bowl could be different. It's two exact same It's the same offense if you really look at it. They're both high powered.
Well, listen, I've got my square picked out. I paid $20 for one square. I got 3 and 7.
I would probably say, I would go on a limb and say 49ers, maybe even double-digit win.
49ers,
I would love it to see it.
I think it's going to be a closer game than that. I'd say by 10, but not like really bad. 10.
It depends what Chiefs show up. Like if it's the Chiefs that from last year show up, it'll be a lot closer. But now if it's the Chiefs that showed up against Tampa Bay when Tom Brady won his 7th title, you remember they shit the bed that night.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes already has enough on his plate right now with his dad possibly going to prison.
His dad's possibly going to prison? Oh, Pat Mahomes?
DUI. Yeah, DUI.
Yeah, DWI.
And then having to deal with his wife.
He's a shitbag though. His dad's a shit.
Patrick Mahomes' entire family, including his wife, are a bunch of shitbags.
Yeah.
Dude, his brother's a little fucking predator.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that.
He is.
I've heard that.
Would throw her out.
You got to write some jokes about
what's funny?
Patrick Mahomes' family, bro.
I used to see him on TikTok.
You got to be careful with that, though.
And then he immediately just never seen him again after that whole allegation came out.
Dude, they had surveillance footage of the whole incident at the restaurant. Like I don't know how he didn't get in trouble other than the fact that Patrick is his brother and bought him out.
I mean, that's probably
dude, it's wild. And then his pops, like a few days before the Super Bowl, pops is gonna get a DWI. Like the fuck, man. If I was Patrick Mahomes, I would just be like, I'm washing myself clean of you. I'm no longer.
We are no longer family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm changing to Mick Holmes. I'm not Mahomes. Now I'm Mick Holmes from here on out.
This might be Andy Reid's last Super Bowl if they win.
Oh yeah.
I think he's gonna retire no matter what.
I think he wants
one more
time.
Rice, what is your actual NFL team? Do you have one?
No,
are you an Atlanta Falcons fan?
I don't have favorite professional sports teams.
You're really into college.
College. I'm LSU diehard since day one, and
Tigers.
There was nothing about like literally my dad I walked in the room one day and Dad was watching a game. I think it was LSU and it was USC back when USC was still really good, before they fell off the face of the earth. And like back when they were like one of the teams. And
Pete Carroll was the coach, and Reggie.
Yeah,
Bush
I think Pete Carroll was there, but we had Les Miles as our coach, and I'll never forget it. LSU just beat the brakes off of them, and this is the USC team that was supposed to be, the team, and just beat the brakes off of them. And I remember watching the game and like their color schemes, the way the field was done with the big tiger. I just loved it, and I've been a fan ever since.
Well, you live in Georgia, and the Bulldogs are fucking amazing. They've been amazing for the past couple of years. Listen, dude.
Yes. Here's the only bad thing about that. Hold on.
I'm a Florida fan.
Not to cut you off. The only bad thing about that, though, is everyone always hates, or everyone always gives Alabama fans the crap end of the stick because, Alabama fans are all the time, they say they're like the worst.
Roll Tide.
Yeah. So,
race the signatures.
But not regular Alabama fans. I'm talking about the ones I'm talking about. The ones that
the super fans, the douche ones. Yeah.
And the thing is when Georgia started winning back to back, then Georgia fans started acting like that, and it was like, well, you kind of, that's kind of hypocritical, but it is what it is.
Okay, so before we go any further, because who wants to introduce who's going to be our next guest on our show?
I don't know. You never fucking told me.
Who's the next guest?
I don't know. Am I supposed to be bringing somebody on? I didn't bring a partner tonight.
Oh, last time
for next week. For next week.
Last time I introduced a guest for the following week, I didn't get no airtime.
Glick already did it.
Glick already did one.
You want me to see if I can get King Lazy Eye to come on here?
Yes, we would love.
We'd love to, but
here's what we're doing
March.
Now.
We still have all of March open, so that would be the best time to do it.
Who's supposed to be on the show next week?
Kyle
Flett.
Yep.
But we're not doing a live show. We're doing a
it's
my God.
It's still going to be just
whatever.
Humor me.
Casey will be happy about that one.
You guys make it to a year, and then you just start phoning your shows in. You don't even start putting in.
They've been doing that shit for the fucking year that they've been together.
We're just gonna pre-record them and like somebody else that we know, and just
Brian's got something else, and Kyle can't do them on Thursdays, so we didn't want to change the format to have it live on Tuesday instead of, and just kept it on Thursday. So he was okay with that.
Try not to fuck up our own show, but we're gonna fuck up our own show somehow.
We'll do that.
At least you admit it.
I now host 3 different shows because apparently Monday's show is no longer nonsensical nonsense. It was voted out last night, so it's now the weekly bro check. So now it's like, well, now I'm hosting 3 different shows on the same network.
Well, Bryce has got a show now. Bryce, what's the name of your show?
Oh,
I heard it.
I don't think he named it yet.
No, I haven't named it yet. I've been in the process of getting one set up. I want to do so here's the plan is I want to get start Twitch gaming because like I said earlier, in my spare time, I like to game. So I figured why not, do that in front of people too. If I record my life in front of a camera, why not record video games in front of a camera?
What do you play on?
Xbox Series, I think it's the X or it's either the X or the S. It's one of the newer models. It's the one where Twitch is built. It's one where Twitch is built into the system. So all I gotta do is just press start record, and it'll automatically start recording me from the Xbox.
Yeah,
it's really cool. It makes it so much easier than having to set up all that streaming, that stuff.
What's your go-to game?
I'm a big fan of Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 4, favorite game of all time. Actually, when the remake came out, I played it. I played the remake, then went back and played the original again. And whenever I get Twitch started, that's probably going to be the first game that I play, just off the fact that it's a game I'm comfortable with. It's a game I've played, so I know a little bit about it. And I can feel comfortable running through it. And then from there, I like, anything survival horror, The Last of Us. I've played both those games. Fantastic fucking games.
Great game.
Great fucking games. I tell anybody that if you watch the show and you like the show, play the fucking game. It makes it 100 times better.
Okay.
Was I going somewhere with that, or was I just?
No.
Your ADHD kicked in. You were on a roll. You were on a roll. We were talking about the games.
I love how he's on a roll. All of us just let you die. If we just let you die on the hill all by yourself.
No, we got this. Bro, we got you. We got you.
Yeah,
we were all walking on your cover and you just faded out and we just let you fade out and just sat here quietly.
Listen, Call of Duty is free. Call of Duty is free for the next 3 days.
Get off the fucking
trying to get the Jarvis demon to come over.
No.
Yeah, send Brian your gamer tag and we'll add you to our
Hell yeah. We'll definitely do. When I get up and get running, I'll send it to all you guys, and we can run a few.
What's your gamer tag? We're just gonna find you now.
Oh no, it's not ready yet. That's what I'm trying to say. No,
hold your horses.
Put it, Bryce.
You don't.
Bryce Patty.
Bryce Patty, probably.
Good God, Brian.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm sure he's playing something now without being on Twitch.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's playing Xbox right now.
No, I'm not playing right now, but like what I have been doing is I'll go on Twitch and I've been doing test streams where like it's not like you won't see it, but like it's just for me to see so I can go back and say, okay, does the sound right? Is the music, does the audio come out right? Is there like overlay or anything? It just makes sure, that I'm going smooth. And then that way when I finally hop in, I'll be, all that, I'll have all it figured out and I'll be comfortable and just ready to go with it.
Yeah, dude, your channel will be perfect. Your channel is gonna hit right away, so don't worry about it.
I think the big thing too is like because like how YouTube algorithm and how other app algorithms work. I thought about because I already got a YouTube channel for comedy, but I've been thinking about starting another channel just for the gaming aspect, so I can upload my gaming videos there. Because I don't want to post my gaming and the comedy on the same channel and it mess up the algorithm and it can't figure out.
You should have 2 different ones.
Yeah, so that's what I plan on doing.
Yeah, I gotta figure out something like that too.
Have y'all seen that? Have y'all seen that new app that they got now where you can record a live stream an hour long and then you upload it to this website and it'll go through and filter out clips for you? Have y'all seen that?
No.
What is it
called? It'll
go
out and it'll filter clips out for you. Like it's an AI system and it'll go through and it'll look through and it'll basically what it'll do is it'll look at all the high points, like a good kill or like if you win a game or something like that, it'll go through and it'll clip those out for you. I don't know how good it is, but I thought about, at least looking at that, which I'll be honest, I probably won't because I like to be hands-on with everything that I do. So, but it could help.
No, that's how he got a kid. He was hands-on.
That's right.
If you do AI stuff, you still have to go back and read it.
You
still have to go back and view it because you can ask Mark. Mark uses AI. Like he doesn't post. His grammar is terrible. And I get on him all the time. I'm not getting mad at him or anything. I'm just like, hey, bro, did you read that post that you just put up? And he's like,
AI screws up some of them too.
I let AI do it. And I said, yeah, well, AI doesn't know what the fuck it's talking about. So you might want to go fix
AI sounds sometimes like it's having a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. And then you get to the middle and then it's like, and then find the fire of flame in the burls of the whatever. I'm like, the fuck is it going through right now? What is going on?
Does it think we're in fucking Mordor?
Something.
Like, Mark, there's like a whole section in there. I don't know what's going on. Like, you have 2 gold pieces, and now you must find them.
Give us the ring. It's ours.
Yes. Okay, Glick. I get it. I'm not funny. I'm trying too hard. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. All right,
shut up, Mark.
Why am I being brought into this? I'm just sitting here listening to the conversation, minding my own business. You have a complex, Jarvis. I mean, you're not funny, but you still have a complex.
Hey, Bryce, when you do the Twitch channel, will you incorporate some of the comedy in there?
Oh yeah. It'll be like I mean, it'll just be me Twitch streaming, but obviously, you know, I'm gonna be talking shit the whole time. Like if I'm playing a game, like here's the thing. All right, so if I'm playing a game, like if I'm playing a new game and it sucks, I'm gonna talk about how bad the game fucking sucks the whole time I'm playing. Like, God, this shit sucks. Like I'm gonna bash it, but if it's really good, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, this is really good. It's gonna be like I don't know if you guys know. I've noticed for some other Twitch streamers, they'll have people send them in links to different games to try. Like this is and I mean like underground games, you know, like those old school, type of stuff, and real under the low key, under the radar type of games that nobody really knows about. And just trying them out and just, rating them and stuff like that. I know a lot of people have been doing that. I thought about doing that and just a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know. I got to figure it all out.
Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm interested.
The Browns coach won coach of the year. Fuck that.
Stefanski should have fucking won it.
Yeah, let's go Brownies.
Should have been the Motor City Madman himself.
I am kind of shocked that Dan did not win that. I mean,
if they would have went to the Super Bowl, he would have won it.
Yeah, but y'all won y'all's first playoff game in what? Damn near 20
first 30 two playoff games in over 30 years.
Yeah, but Bryce, it's just another thing to stick into the whole same old Lion shit that they tried to sell us early on in the season.
I had to bring it to you guys, but as far as coaches go, Kev had that lockdown.
Well, look what he had. Quite honestly, look what he had to deal with.
Cleveland, and the fact that they went 11-5, had the third best record in the league, made the playoffs, and had 4-5 starting quarterbacks in one season.
I mean, Minnesota, they could have kept Stefanski, but our dumbasses decide to let him go to fucking Cleveland.
Oh God, I see where Justin Jefferson's talking about getting out of there.
Yeah, he's been trying. Hey, Bryce, you get your main event.
I get my main event. What do you mean?
It's Roman versus Cody.
It is. Thank God.
So what happened?
You mean The Rock backed out
after The Rock slapped Cody?
The Rock slapped Cody?
Yep.
The Rock's such a pain.
I think it's going to be The Rock. I think it's going to be The Rock versus Cody at Saudi Arabia.
You watch. He'll probably wait until after he beats Roman. He'll come out and he'll take the fucking title from Cody.
The Rock.
He would be that big of a scumbag. Mark, yeah, you know it and I know it.
Yes, but there's only one person that can take that title right now.
Wait, question. Was that supposed to be a Rock heel turn? Is that what that was?
I'm thinking.
No, that's just him being a baby back
bitch. God.
You getting it?
I've been waiting for Hollywood Rock.
The guy needs to fucking leave. Like, go be a fucking mediocre actor.
The Rock versus Roman, or Roman versus The Rock does not need a title. Flat out.
It doesn't. I agree. But The Rock also doesn't need to be in wrestling.
I agree with that.
You're absolutely right. He's making $400 million a year.
Go be a mediocre actor.
All of us in all of our lifetimes, the five of us here on the stage, Blick included, will never see $400 million in our lifetime ever together with all of our money combined.
Well,
why do most of us need that though?
I want it just
listen. I don't need it. I want it. I just want to hold a couple of things. Can I hold? You got some money I can hold? Can I hold a couple of dollars?
I can give you my last $100 I have.
I'm about to start doing flips, y'all. I'm so fucking happy Rock did not fucking steal Cody's moment from him.
Oh, he was going to if the backlash wasn't as bad as what it was.
See, that's what I was gonna say. I wholeheartedly believe that they were going to go with Rock versus Roman until they got the backlash and they realized that
I thought that was a dumb idea.
I really think it's gonna be. I really think it's gonna be a three-way. I really do. I think it's gonna end up being that way.
Here's what I thought, man. When a Rock came out, I thought he was gonna be like, It's Cody's time. You were never the head of the table. I was always the head of the table, and I'll beat your ass. I'll get the belt, and then Cody can come after me. Something like that. You know what I mean?
It would have made sense at Royal Rumble if Roman Reigns loses that belt.
Right.
They were even talking about having The Rock beat him
way too long. This guy's had it way too long, bro.
He has. And that's the sad thing.
He's fought 11 times for that fucking
You and me be honest with y'all? Yeah. I love the idea of like the really long reign. Like I really loved it until
for Roman?
Yes, until he started part-timing. When he was there every week, when he first won the WWE Undisputed Championship, and he was actually there every week defending them, I had no problem with it. But when he started doing part-time and he started doing like Brock Lesnar, only showing up once every 4 or 5 months to wrestle, then I lost respect for it. It's not important anymore.
My biggest problem is Drew McIntyre said it the best. Roman Reigns is only there part-time, and anytime that he has a match, you know how it's going to end. His family is going to interfere.
Drew McIntyre.
That's a classic heel move.
Drew's one of those wrestlers that it seems like no matter how much he loses, like his momentum can't be slowed. Like he's lost, and like for some reason, like going into WrestleMania, like he's on a streak right now. Like even after like all the losses to Seth the past few months and stuff, like he's still gaining momentum. Like he's still getting up there.
Seth is slated to lose his title at WrestleMania.
He's dealing with injuries. No, he's got some injuries he's been dealing with for the last.
That's why.
Priest cash in. I'm calling it now.
That's what it should be. Yes, I think that's what it should be.
Well, who does he cash in on?
It's got to be Seth.
Seth Rollins. Seth. We just said that.
I don't.
No, actually, it's going to be McIntyre is going to win, and Damian Priest is going to come down and cash it in on McIntyre and make McIntyre chase the title to SummerSlam.
Just until Punk comes back.
Well, that's what I think. I think.
Spoiler alert, boys.
No, that's just my opinion.
That's the way wrestling's been for fucking how many years?
I'm going to give you the spoiler alert for WrestleMania. The real champ shows up at WrestleMania.
Oh my God! Here we fucking go.
And he takes home all the belts.
And all the belts
are coming home with this guy.
Now he's dreaming again.
I remember,
Brian. I thought you said these were. I could put these shrooms on my pizza and I'd be fine. What's going on? What's happening? There's regular mushrooms. You'll be fine, Glick. I'm just saying that I'm running in on both matches and I'm taking the belt from both of them. And
okay.
I literally thought when they kept having CM Punk feeding Cody Rhodes those fucking go to sleeps, I was like, really? So we've built up 2 years now of Cody's gonna try and finish the story. Just for Punk to come in and get a shot that I like CM Punk, but you don't need him to be in the championship hunt right away.
Punk's body is giving out on him. Every time he gets in the ring, he breaks something.
A lot of them is giving up on them. It's just they do the steroids until it's too late.
I had read somewhere too that it was going to be a double out.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no fucking way they tried this before.
It would have been him going against Seth and Cody against. That's what it was gonna originally supposed to happen.
And it happened before. Lex Luger, Bret Hart against and Yoko. They both Yoko beat Lex Luger. And then Bret Hart beat Yoko.
Well, Lex beat Yoko by count out. Yeah. Because he hit him with the freaking supposed elbow
bionic elbow.
No, Lex Luger has a piece of pipe in his fucking titanium thing, and he hit him, and yeah.
I'm still here, y'all. I gotta check something real quick.
Okay.
But no, like, can we say one thing about AEW and how Sting has been doing? Like, that guy's 60, almost 70 fucking years old, and he's still whooping ass.
He's 65 years old.
Yeah, he's retiring
next month.
He is retiring next month.
Well, yeah,
and I'm hoping, and I want them to. This is how I want them to do it. I want them to let him retire.
I hope his sons are going to wrestle.
Oh, his sons! Oh my God,
they probably will.
It's been a long time since I've seen his sons, and they look so much like him.
Yeah.
And last night, him winning the tag title, which he never wanted in the first place. I think if they should let him end his career with the tag titles and then vacate him.
He don't need it.
And
with AEW, the Young Bucks are gonna do what the Young Bucks do, just like when they got rid of CM Punk.
Since they're the only EVPs left.
Yeah, but the Bucks have turned heel again, and it's I don't know.
That's all they can fucking
Matthew
do,
and
Brian.
Nicholas now.
I think that they're better as faces, quite honestly, boys.
They're better at not.
No, I want to see how that they
wrestling.
do. I want to see how that they do as a face or as a heel this time, compared to before.
Because they don't have.
Because they're getting they're more vicious right now.
How is AEW doing right now?
I
haven't watched it in quite. I mean, I kind of lost
their ticket sales are going down, but they have some great storylines too.
I know the
storylines was the problem. Their storylines have always been the problem, though.
The Christian Cage right now, and his whole, your dad, that whole gimmick. I love that.
Well, he's going up against Edge a lot.
Yeah.
That feud.
And those, but that's a great feud though. Great matches. They have great matches.
See you in the morning.
They're doing the same shit they did in WWE.
You got everything picked up? Okay.
That's just like with the whole.
You have to
if you could make the match work, if you can make the match work with the storyline and make it work really good and have chemistry the way that they do, then it's worth it.
If you can make it work, like you just said.
They're making that work though, with him being with Christian Cage being the daddy figure, it works out good. I'm telling you, it does.
Then there's me, who's a casual wrestling fan.
The hell was that? Bryce is like,
the hell was that?
What is
Bryce
that?
over there doing like some fucking like mind control shit.
All right, well,
I thought he was flashing an implant on the screen.
These are
We have been on this show for 2 hours.
Lightweight.
I have not eaten dinner.
Is this
I'm a fat guy and I'm starving to death.
Oh my God!
Is this the longest podcast y'all done?
Oh my God,
Brian!
Is this the longest podcast we've done, Mark?
No, 3 hours.
Fuck, me and Glick have done like 4, and Glick's done more than I have.
3 hours.
We don't normally go over an hour and a half.
Saturday night we did something that we don't do a whole lot. We did because Saturdays we typically do 6 because Saturday nights are so unpredictable. We never know what's going to happen, and we just find ourselves in a rhythm, and we're having
6-hour podcast.
Well, last Saturday we did 6 hours. Stopped the show at 6 hours, came right back and did another 3 more hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
There you go, Bryce. That's all you got to do for your podcast. 6 hours.
Yeah.
Bryce, you can come on the show. I can fill 1 hour, and Bryce can do a set on my show, which would be great.
Oh, fuck you! No.
These guys have been asking.
No.
Let the bidding
the
war
original
begin.
asshole's asking for it, and here comes Glick like, hey,
buddy.
I need content.
I don't know about these guys, but
hey, Bryce, Bryce, remember the first people to ask you to come on their show.
Oh,
remember
fuck you, Mark. That's low.
They only do an hour show, Bryce. I do a 6-hour show every Saturday. I can.
Oh, if he wanted to, if he wanted to do
in Tampa, it was becoming the new comedy scene. I have a lot of contacts down there. I'm just saying.
Hey, Bryce, if you ever want to come on a show that's going to be like, hey, if you ever want to come on the show, you don't have to. You can always come on this show. And you know what? I'll tell you 100%. I'll never be like Mark where I'll be arrogant about it. I'll be like, hey, Bryce has taken his time. I'm not going to be like, oh, remember, we're the first show that brought you on here. Dude, he could have said no.
I didn't know. Hey, look! A year later, here we are sitting here.
Exactly.
Bryce, don't worry, buddy. You stick with me, kid. I'll take you big places. All right. I
got
okay.
You're gonna elevate
You're gonna hang out with the chip.
Hey, did he tell you he's got a well in his house? You know, he's gonna put you in it.
Stop telling him that.
He's gonna make me put the lotion on the skin.
I was gonna put
or it gets the hose again.
The well's occupied. I was gonna put him in the cages in the
Oh. Yeah. That's where you put Jeff. That's why it looks so weird.
I could just see Glick down in his fucking basement telling Bryce that, and he'd be like, "I'd fuck me."
Bryce, Bryce, I was trying to protect you from the pyramid scheme show. So,
oh motherfucker, please, like your shit ain't.
Oh, hold up, wait a minute. It shouldn't be called the Jarvis Podcast. It should be called the Serial Killer.
Serial killer.
No, we've already said it's gonna be the Jaravici project.
We keep trying to get him to change it to the Jaravici project because I'm like, dude, it's a solid name, and you know it'll take off. Plus, you can just sit there the whole time and go,
Okay,
I'm gonna have to have like fucking Glick like writing out my script for me a week in advance. Whoa, hey, just doing that for like 3 hours.
I'm doing a podcast here. All right?
I got a podcast.
Hey, yo, shut the fuck up! I'm walking here.
Hey, ma, where's my lasagna, ma?
Oh goddamn. Fuck, these are the moments Mark's gonna be in his fucking nursing home one day and he's gonna have his podcasting flashbacks.
Bro, he's gonna start blurting shit out too. He's gonna be like, no, Glick, you can't say that on here.
Where he's like gonna succumb to Alzheimer's and he's fucking ready for death. Where he's just like, the Grim Reaper can take me fucking now, and he's just gonna remember these moments fondly.
He's trying to call me. I'm already dead. He's like, what's Brian's number again?
And then there's his one daughter trying to pull out the plug, saying, "Hey, I gotta test. I gotta be ready for this." Like Chloe's just sitting there, like, "I gotta practice."
No, it's Liberty going, Dad. I was the last person to join your podcast to make it 700.
That is correct. She was.
Oh shit.
So
no,
congratulations on 700, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And also,
listen, Bryce was giving up coming to Florida to shave Mark's head. If we hit
got 1,200,
1,200.
And I 100% admit
I was like,
that too.
bro.
If y'all would have got that, I would have came down there and did that. I 100% admit that.
I asked everybody. I was like,
I still think you should do it.
We should do it for like some type of celebration. What we need to make a new milestone goal.
1,000 is our next milestone.
So
actually, no, we've been doing
1,000.
We've been actually our goal has always been hitting every 100. We've been just making that our goal. You know, our next one's 800, but our massive goal is right now 1,000. That would be what we'd like to have, but you know,
and you'll shave your whole body.
No, he'll get fucking waxed.
My one chest
My daughter will wax your fucking ears.
Kane Hodder wax
online.
Oh, hold on. Which daughter?
Madison will wax your fucking ears and your nose at the same time, bro.
Ooh.
Only if you do it too.
I'll do it. I'm in.
No, full body wax.
No,
full body wax.
No,
I can't. 1,000 full body wax.
Nah, pass.
At least a Brazilian wax. If you get a certain amount of followers, you got to get a Brazilian.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
Mark's got to get the Brazilian. I can't do it.
No.
Christian McCaffrey, Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I've seen that. No, I'm offering up the hair on my head to go bald, and I don't do that often.
You want us to
it's
wax
not
your
that
head?
big of a fucking deal.
Yeah, to look like Brian. Yeah, no.
Everyone's like, "Oh, going bald, such a big fucking thing." No, it's not.
Do you know what going bald does for you?
10,000 followers across the board on all of our social medias. I'll shave my head and my beard.
Oh, that's gonna look weird.
If I hit 10,000, I will wax my whole body and my balls.
I did this thing on Facebook one time where I said, I can't remember what goal it was, but I was like, if I don't reach this certain number of followers, I would shave my head. And
you got it that night.
I got it that night, but what was so funny is a bunch of my followers started unfollowing me, so I wouldn't reach the milestone, like just being, joking. And then after it happened, they all would refollow me and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad it didn't happen because I think my fan base would have crucified me had I did that.
No, we want to do. I don't know when we're going to do it, but we're going to do a charity thing, and it's either keep the beard or shave the beard.
Mm-hmm.
And you donate whether you want me to shave it or whether you want me to keep it. And then I told Jeff, we'll split it and he can take half and donate it to a charity of his choice. I'm going to a local charity here in town or here where I live. But we talked about it one night, and then the next day, dude, the amount of messages that I got about if I shave my beard, my fiance threatened to murder me first and foremost. As soon as she heard me say it, I was like, well, if y'all want me to keep my beard, you better beat the ones who want me to shave it at the end of the day. I mean, the money's all 100% of the money is going to a charity of our choice, a local charity of our choice. So, it's all for a good cause, but
AKA Jeff's pyramid scheme.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Me and Brian's already got a charity set up. We just got to figure out how to get somebody to basically make the money so we could give it to them. Yeah.
Now, granted, the charity that it's going to of my choice is Glick's new Xbox Foundation. However,
of America.
Glick's new pickup truck foundation.
we actually have a local charity here. It's Jesse's Place. Jesse's Place.
That's not the one I was talking about.
Which one were you talking about? Because Jesse's Place
Batman.
is the one I would do. Oh,
Batman.
we have Batman's. He does the children. It's like CMN too, right? Children's Miracle Network stuff.
But he has his own own foundation where it's strictly for the kids, and he goes there and he dresses up as Batman. And
okay,
awesome.
I think I've seen him on social media before.
Yeah, he's wild on TikTok, dude. He just gets in the fucking car. He'll be driving down the road, and then people are like, "Hey."
Yeah, I want to. There's children. We have Nationwide Children's Hospital here. I want to get into that. I want to do something for our veterans. I want to do something for the animal shelters. Kind of.
There's a lot that we can do. I mean, it's just a matter of we just got to get other people to participate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If we can get people to participate.
We were trying to do before Christmas. We wanted to do a shirt and put people's logos on the back of it and sell it, and try to see what we could do. We were gonna, put their logo and then make the QR code, and so they will
a direct link to their page.
Right, but we didn't get enough response where we could. Like Bryce, that fucker never messaged me back to say, "Yeah, sure,"
I told you before, you could take whatever. I don't give a shit. Just take it.
I don't want to take it because at that time, I don't think you figured out what your logo was going to be.
I still ain't got a logo. You can just put my face on there at this point.
Listen,
put my fucking face on there.
Listen, we have a guy that did our background, our logo, the wolf that's in the back screen of the main page here.
Yeah.
So that Talking Shtt logo was done by a guy named Ricky Burtz, who has licensing to all different types of programming and stuff. So if you give him an idea, if you just say, "Hey, this is what I need. This is what I like. These are the types of," like Mark was like, "I like wolves." He was like, "Okay, what else?" I was like, "Dude, I don't care. It's just got a scream podcast." So he's like, "You want a screaming wolf?" And I was like,
we
sure,
always wanted the wolf to have the mic in his hand and make it look better than what we had because, it sucked. But we can make it work.
I mean, the whole thing. So
all of our logos I made. The logos that we have for our show, I've made all of them. Jeff tries to take credit for one because he took one that I made and then just made it black and added a smoke effect to it. And I'm like, really, dude? I already had that.
He's like, that's it. That's ours. That's our logo.
Yeah, see, we're trying to make an intro. I'll talk to you about that later. But basically, we're just trying to make a intro that we could stick with. That actually, my little cousin has been making did our intro this time.
I like the intro. The intro
I
is
know,
fantastic.
I
I don't
know
know if anybody can see
a guy who does music.
We're just trying to find a certain song that would go great. That's something that me and Brian both can, like. That's the whole
Ours is so far off from what we are, but I told my buddy he was one of our first guests that we ever had on the show. Musician, songwriter, producer, everything. I mean, he does it all. He's had some music on Netflix and stuff like that, movies and shows and whatnot. And I was like, dude, just take full on creative genius and whatever you want to do for our show would be awesome. And he created our intro music. And I've been meaning to take it and make like an intro video. But let's be honest, I have too much other crap going on as it is that I don't have time to sit down and pull the audio, put it into the video creator, and then.
Wish I would have known that. I could have asked.
You need a show creator too. So
yeah. So, but I'm actually gonna making another.
Oh no, shit! You're just like your family, where I'm the last to know anything.
Wait, what?
Mute yourself next time.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Married problem.
Anyway.
It's no wonder you got fired from a previous network.
I'm just mad they didn't tell me either.
No. If I would have been smarter, I would have never joined the network to begin with, but
that's true.
We don't need the fucking network, dude.
That's what I'm saying, Brian.
Fine. We're all doing fine by ourselves. So
I mean, some of us are doing better than others. I mean, the only reason I still have
stop it, you.
Zencaster has helped me out amazingly.
Well, speaking of networks, and I'm just going to drop this out there. We can talk behind the scenes. My ultimate goal is to create a nonsensical network and have multiple shows underneath our umbrella where you guys can do your own thing. And all I ask is get me the audio and I'll upload it onto where it'll go out onto Nonsensical Nonsense, but everybody will have their own show. Right now, we've got 3 of them, and they're all hosted by me.
I'm down for it.
So, Jeff's supposed to be doing one.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Benji, I don't know what happened to him. My man fell off the face of the planet. I don't know what happened to him.
He was on Xbox today.
You take one step too many, and that's it. That's all it takes. All right, boys. Mark, I'm gonna go eat. Bryce, you hold on for a second. Mark, you hold on for a second. I'm gonna hold on for a second. Steven, thank you for coming on the show, man. We greatly appreciate you as always. Glick,
at least someone does.
Thanks for coming on the show. We also appreciate you for coming on the show. And I think we're gonna see you in March. Maybe before then, but
I'm sure we'll see each other before then, because you guys know you're welcomed anytime on Saturday nights or whatever like that. But yeah, we're gonna Mark and I will lock down a date in March. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a fun show. We were actually talking about that kind of stuff last night. We're going to do a because Connor obviously has his issues and whatnot, and he Air Force and Army vet, and we were talking about some stuff late in the show last night. We want to do a vet show on Monday night, and I'm handing the reins over to Connor. I'm just going to kind of be there, as a co-host, producer, whatever type deal. But I want Connor to host the show and run the show with our vets.
We did that the military one for Veterans Day, and
it was a good, great show.
Yes, it was a great show. I barely had to talk. I had somebody else come on to do the co-host since Bryce wouldn't message me back.
Motherfucker, he's got a life.
Mark Heather did a great phone number. I was like, I'll text him. I didn't text him.
But
no, you
Heather
Facebook messenger him.
We had I had somebody else come in, and I made Brian be one of the participants, and it worked out great.
I'm so shocked that you had faith that I would show up tonight. He was probably thinking, like, I don't know, he might.
Bro, it's great because he's like, I messaged him yesterday, I messaged him an hour before, and I messaged him just a few minutes ago, and he said he's good. I was like, excellent.
No, I put it in there a half hour before the show. He said, okay, no, about an hour before the show, I'll be there, because I asked him to wear the shirt. and he said, "Oh, I'll be there." And he said 30 minutes out.
These shirts are sweet.
I had it written down. I keep all my stuff scheduled. Like I have not to sound like a nerd or anything, but I keep like one of those calendar books, where I keep up with all my stuff, like the reels and what I'm writing for that day. So like I had it in my calendar. Like I knew I was coming on today, and I looked at it earlier, and I was like, oh shit, that's today. And so I was able to, get everything situated.
I got to be honest with you, Bryce. They were on the show with us Saturday night, and Mark was motherfucking you the whole time. That he was like, "We got this guy.
Yeah,
he's going to be there, but that son of a bitch don't ever respond to messages. He don't say it when he's supposed to. Fuck this guy. I don't even know if I want to invite him anymore. I mean." I don't know why he would say things like that. I know I just met you tonight. You seem like a pretty swell guy.
Yeah, you seem like a great guy, just
just busy, man.
If I was you, I wouldn't tolerate that shit. I would come in
fucking busy, man.
Fuck you, Blake.
Nonsensical nonsense who appreciates you.
Yeah, fuck you. Or the Jeravici project,
Yeah. It's all good though, because he still made me the co-host, so there's still some love there.
Well, see, it would have taken like 100 different people before he would have asked anyone else. So.
He messaged me and he said,
I didn't ask anybody else. I only asked him.
Tonight. And I said, oh, cool.
I didn't ask anybody else to be the co-host, the guest co-host, except for him.
Well, yeah, we know because
when Mark texted me, he was like, I asked Bryce to be the co-host, and I was like, "Bro, you're never gonna get a hold of him."
That's why he texted you to ask you, and I'm like, well, that's the only way we're gonna get him back on the show, because he'll remember that. So
that's the whole thing. You got to remember, he's busy too. He's got life to live and stuff like that.
Dude, this is no lie. I had someone message me the other day out the blue, and they was like, "Hey man, did you ever get those skits recorded?" And I was like, who the fuck is this? Dude, me and one of my buddies were working on a skit together, like going in on half. He had his whole side done, and he had been waiting for days for me to come around and send him I completely forgot about it. I didn't even know what he was talking about when he first brought it up. Like that's how bad it is.
He said, "Who is this?"
And I was like, "What the fuck?" I swear.
Who is?
Hey, look, this guy ain't got time for rinky-dink shows like our shows. This guy's making a TikTok that gets 700,000 views in less than 24 hours. You think he's got time for us small timers?
Listen, that's $123 a week.
Yeah. I had already had a pretty damn big audience before I came on here for the first time. I'd never done podcasting and stuff like that before. So like when they reached out to me, it was like, oh, that's something new that I can try, and do. And I really enjoyed it. But
I hope we helped you grow.
Oh, absolutely. People still like the only thing I hate. I love my Mexican American video. I love it. But I do hate how some people, it's all they know me by. And it's like, they come up and it's like, oh, Mexican American dude. And it's like, well, I've made some other good ones too. Like there are some other really good ones out there.
That's why I showed the Meth Head Mechanics one, because I like that one. That's one of my favorite ones.
That was pretty funny.
I do love the Georgia one. The only thing I thought on it was I felt like you were talking a little bit faster in that one.
Yeah, I tend to do that.
I don't know if you noticed that or not.
ADHD is a son of a bitch, dude. You can tell. Listen, you go back and watch my videos, and this is no lie. You can tell what videos I'm high in and what videos I'm not. Because when I'm high, I'm slowed down. It comes slow. My eyes might be a little red. A lot of my videos, if I'm high, I'm wearing shades, so you can't tell. And that's not because I don't care if you know or not. It's just I don't want TikTok to see that and be like, oh, he's high. Oh
yeah.
Because TikTok is fucking stupid. When it comes
they have people smoking weed on TikTok.
Yeah.
No,
I don't trust it because I promise you, they can do that. But if I did it, I would get kicked off of there. That's just
it's because we're country boys. That's why they don't like us doing it.
Yeah, they don't like us.
You live in a fucking northern state. I don't want to hear that shit.
Whoa. Okay, first and foremost, it don't matter if you live in a northern state. Don't ever call yourself a country boy again, Stephen Jarvis. I'm offended by that.
I said country, not redneck.
Canadian. Watch your mouth.
Oh, fuck you. I was born in the country, bitch.
You were born in a country.
Oh, man.
Goddamn.
Nowadays, the wrong one.
Fuck you, Brian. Bye.
I know Brian didn't even say goodbye. What the fuck?
Brian's been trying to go eat that fat ass.
Yeah. His blood sugar was running.
I haven't even eaten at all today. I haven't eaten since last night before I went to bed. Holy shit.
I think
he might have went to use the bathroom because he didn't go completely off the screen.
That makes sense. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Earlier when I went to go get my refreshment, yeah, I just said that because Amber was on here. I had to take a piss, but I didn't want to say it. You know.
Why we say it all the time? Well, we gotta go to the bathroom. Goodbye.
I don't know. It's very weird. It's very fucking weird. I have this weird thing where like it's hard for me to be disrespectful when like there's females around because that's just how my mom raised me to be super respectful.
Well, hey, I gotta go take a leak.
I gotta drain the main vein.
We call it on Nonsensical Nonsense frying chicken, or I say I'm gonna go recycle some beer. I'll be right back.
I like that. I'm just straight to the point. That's the thing. I don't have much of a filter, so I'll just be like, yeah, I'm going to go take a piss, or yeah, I'm about to go take a shit. And it's like, well, some people don't want to know that, but I'm just straight to the point with some of my shit. That's just
I think Bryce needs to show up on Saturday to the Nonsensical Nonsense.
He'll forget.
Hold on, hold on. I'm not leaving.
I followed you on Facebook. I'll have to get your other socials.
But Mark, before I forget, I just want to say, congratulations on 1 year.
Thank you.
You guys are entertaining as fuck. Keep it up. I'll keep watching, even though, you know, when someone invites someone and then they're like, oh, yeah, if you want to come in, sure, fine. Kind of like Glick.
Next time I'm here, could you not invite Jarvis? That would be great.
Oh, fuck you, you relevant piece of asshole.
No, I'm just Jarvis.
Oh, fuck.
God.
Poor Jarvis. I give Jarvis so much shit, but I got nothing but love for you, dude. I really do. I got nothing but love for you.
I haven't been on medication in so long that it's just like every time someone takes a shot, now it's just
he's
like
back.
Jarvis is like, I've been off medication until I met you, Glick. Thanks. Mission accomplished. I
never got on medication. That's my problem.
All right. On that note, we're going to send you guys packing.
And just the two of you.
Yeah.
The three of us got something to talk about.
Hold on a second.
Bryce, stay.
Hey, Bryce, anytime you want to come to a good nurturing podcast, come over to the JRV.
Nonsense.
Yeah, there we go.
See you guys later.
See you guys later, man. Happy anniversary, though, for real. Happy anniversary, guys. It's awesome.
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you.
The first year is absolutely the hardest.
Wait, hold on. Before y'all kick him out, give me your stuff so I can find you, my man.
Do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah,
that'll.
I'll send it to. I'll send it to you.
Bio link /nonsensical nonsense. Everything's there. Mark will get it to you. I'll make sure I'll make sure I follow you back as well. But no, for real, happy anniversary, guys. It's been awesome getting to know you guys and getting to hang out with you guys the last few weeks. I look forward to future collaborations and working together and everything like that. You guys do a really good show here, and even though you have fun and everything like that, but we're still we still have our different shows. I do look forward to doing more things with you guys down the road, and I wish you guys nothing but more and more success. Keep growing, keep doing what you do.
Thank you.
We're gonna try. Thanks, man. Thank you, Glick.
All right. Much love, guys. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Good night.
Heck yeah, man. So he said,
what did you think? How did the show go tonight for you? How did you feel?
I really enjoyed that. I thought that was actually kind of cool. Being able to there were so many different people with so different many things and stuff. It was kind of cool.
We got a lot. We had a lot going on, man. A lot.
Yeah, like at the beginning, when Amber came in, and her name Amber.
Amber, and Jason and Peter. God damn it.
Yeah, when they when they first came in, and I told them okay, so who are y'all? What do y'all do? That was it was a joke, but at the same time, I was very curious. I love hearing things like that. And then having when y'all told me that Rob was the guy from Happy Death Day, I was like, what the fuck? I could have said something to that motherfucker.
In the hospital, bro. Remember in the hospital?
Yeah. With the guy. Yeah, I remember that wholeheartedly. I had no idea that was him. And
we've had a lot of good, great guests. We've met a lot of good people doing this, and it's not always easy getting guests, but it just depends on how you want to do it. We like having guests in them. Sometimes we like having an open forum. we're still trying to figure that part out. We'll eventually figure that out, but it's a matter of how we can get it to go.
When I reached out to you, you were probably one of the more popular people that I was like, there's no way I'm going to get this guy to come on the show. And then you were like, I texted you and I was like, get the fuck out of here when you responded. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You fucking responded to me.
The funny thing about me is, dude, is like, to me, it's still like nothing has changed in my life. Like, as far as
I think you're very humble, dude. And that's
I am very humble. Like
dude.
It doesn't feel any different. Like my life's not different. I still do the same things. I still, I make a little bit more change, which is a good thing, but it's not like, ridiculous. It's up and down. It's, left, right, struggles, mountains, valleys, just anything and everything. But it's, I enjoy it. I really do. It's definitely, I guess you would say fulfilling, but at the same time, I don't see it. Like when people come up to me and they say, dude, like, do you realize that like you're like a mid-tier like celebrity? You have 300 pushing 400,000 followers, but I don't see it that way. I do not see it that way at all. I don't think I'm any different. I don't act special. I still hang out with the same crowd, still, have a beer or two with the same group of friends. I stay true to myself.
And that's staying humble too, man. That's why I really appreciate you for it too. You didn't forget about us, and that was the whole thing. I was like, damn, dude, that he's been on the show. He came on a couple of times. That one time that we had all the errors and the issues and all that stuff, we tried to fix.
That was a bad.
I was like, I don't think Bryce is going to come back.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
See that
when that happened, it didn't. I did not say I wasn't going to come back, but it did make me say, okay, I need to get some type of I need to get some connection here. Like I got to get some internet connection, because if I'm going to continue to do this, or if I want to in the future do it, my own self, I've got to have good connection. Tonight, I don't think we've lagged one bit in the 2.5 hours we've been on.
I think we're good. Yep.
No,
it's good.
Being hardwired also helps too. If you're going to do it, do it on a computer or something like that, be hardwired. That's what I've done since I think that show. I think I started hardwiring it in too. I don't know if it was your problem, my problem, Brian's problem, whatever. We'll just blame it on that show.
I definitely got problems, so
that's in the head.
I was gonna ask you guys a question, but I'll probably ask you guys when we're not live.
Okay. Well,
I'm not scared. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask you guys throughout the year and all your guests and stuff. Have you had any guests on your show that didn't quite meet up to your expectations?
Oh, yes. We've had two, but we're not going to say their names. We've had a couple.
Scared. Yeah, we'll talk offline. If you want to hang out for just a second, we'll talk offline.
Yeah. But I want to know. I'm curious to know.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, okay, how about this? Who are some ones that you really, like, they really shocked you? Like, you thought, okay, maybe, but then when they got here, it was like you were blew away. Like,
So the mom and daughter, the Cruz, Linda and Harmony, I watched a couple of videos because Mark was like, hey, these ladies are TikTok famous kind of thing, and they do this stuff. And I was like, all right, cool. So I started watching their videos, and I was like, okay, I think they're going to come on the show, and I think it's just going to be like they're going to talk about that. And it wasn't, dude. Like, they talked about their whole life and everything, and they just put it all out there for people. And I was like, that is really cool, because I literally thought that we were just going to come on and talk about your TikTok stuff, and that was it. And they were super down to earth. That's why I was a little embarrassed because she left. I hope it wasn't because I was making jokes.
She said thank you for inviting her.
Okay,
it's in the email.
It was just a joke. I was joking with,
No. I'm not. I don't think it was the dildo. I was kind of worried if it wasn't my skit that you showed that might have.
No.
Not at all.
Normally, it was about that time that her kid was, or her baby was.
She does have. She's got a newborn,
routines.
So.
Yeah,
routines.
Of course.
Now, Brian, you answer that question. I'm going to answer one. One of them where I was tongue tied mostly during the interview was Lauren Marie Taylor. She was from Friday the 13th Part 2. She was the brown underwear. That was her.
Okay.
I had a crush on her when I was younger.
Oh,
So I was tongue tied through that whole interview.
Dude,
he had a crush on her brown underwear.
But it was one of those things that. But I also liked having, part 6 Jason, CJ Graham.
CJ Graham was fantastic.
Yes. Tom Matthews was awesome.
Everybody has been
Peter Anthony, Jason Brooks. They've been very helpful on stuff. They're very inquisitive, informative. They're great. I mean, it's just it depends on how they mash up with you. Depends on how you go. CJ Graham, I wasn't sure how that was going to work because that was around my birthday, and that was my birthday present to me. I made the interview on that day, so it would be. And once he started talking, it was like, wow, you learn more stuff about this man that we never knew.
Mm-hmm.
And so we try not to make it a total interview. We ask questions, of course, but we want to know more about them. But we also want to know, without making it sound like, a full-fledged interview.
And my wife watches, and she'll tell me it sounds like an interview.
Some of them, okay. some of them have to be interviews to just get them to say what you want them to say. But others, But
and that was the whole show with you too. Like when we first started that first show, we wanted to know how you got your start and stuff. But then like you just kind of took over and just told us about yourself and your life and stuff like that. And there wasn't a whole. I don't think Mark and I shot a bunch of questions at you. I feel like we didn't.
No,
I don't.
Y'all asked a few questions, but I was good about. I just expanded on them. So like you would ask me a question, and I would expand on it and give you like the whole clear, just whole full value of it, of how I felt on it or whatever.
Yeah,
I didn't have no questions for him. I went up.
And that's what we shoot for, is like trying not to have any questions. It's like let you talk about, this is your hour or whatever it is.
If there was one thing, if there was one thing that I want to know, I'll write it down so I can ask it. And that's about it. I don't write down questions anymore.
I always hate the ones that like, the ones that I'll respond to everything with yes or no, or like no explanation. And it's like, you want to tell them like, hey, that's kind of what we're here for you to explain and expand on things. Like we're not here for a yes, I did this, or no, like tell us about it. Like that's what the point is. That's what you're trying to do.
All right. So we'll tell you here in a minute when we go off the air, and we'll talk about the last couple ones that we were just saying.
Next week we have Flet. Movies and pop culture 13. I know there's something I'm missing.
It's fucking long, bro.
I'm sorry, Kyle. If you see this, I'm sorry.
It's Kyle Flet. That's it. It's Kyle Flet and his podcast.
Do you remember who we have after that?
We're gonna get Miss Hill back.
No. She's at the end of the month. But in between that, we have Sandy Johnson. She was the
Sandy
original.
Johnson.
She was the original. Yes, she was
Sandy?
Judith Myers.
Oh, Judith.
She was Judith Myers. She was the original reason why Michael Myers started the killings.
Nice.
After that, is on the 29th, leap year or leap day, we will have Jamie Hill back on.
Hopefully.
I think we will this time.
We missed her last time.
Yes,
that name sounds very familiar.
She was in our comments actually.
Yeah,
she was up here in the comments earlier.
She's got some B movies. Skinamarink is one of them. If you get time, it's on Tubi or whatever. And then she's got a few other ones that I got to actually watch one of them. But
okay.
But once again, we're not doing an interview. We're just going to let her come on and tell us about her. That's it. That's all we do. Right?
Yep.
That's what we do.
And we always make it work. And getting guests too is sometimes hard but you might have an easier I'm getting.
Bryce is going to have it. I think yours getting guest on your show, I think, is going to be very easy for you.
Probably, but at the same time, I wouldn't doubt it if I don't do a lot of like solo just me's of me just talking because I know I can hold a conversation with myself. I know that sounds stupid, but I can hold a conversation with myself. Like I think the biggest thing is just sitting down and just talking about how about whatever I'm going through. Like for instance, like I've already had some points. Like my next podcast, I want to cover some of my, for instance, my gentle parenting video. Some people are asking me like, hey, is that really your stance? Gentle parenting and stuff. And it's like, well, if you want me to actually, expand on how I really feel about it, let's do it on a podcast, and just,
there you go.
Yeah. And basically all it is. And I even made a post earlier while I was asking people, and I think y'all responded or commented on that where I was like, ask, some topics and the most liked topics I'll talk about, and that'll be a good way to keep the fans wanting, be interested.
I did. Yes, I did comment on it. I said, my exact words was, "Come on, Talking Shtt and talk about it." I think something like that, or talk about talking shit or something.
I know I put something in there and I don't remember what it was. I know it was right after somebody had commented. What the fuck did they comment? Like something do it for Dale or something. No, it was like do it for Dale or something like that. And I was like,
oh yeah. I got a lot of the island comments, if you know what I'm talking about. So I decided, I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go print off the entire list of all the names, and we're gonna talk about it on my podcast.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'll be watching that one.
And here's what's so funny about I've actually and what's so funny about that is I actually got into, one of my buddies told me about it. He was like, hey man, he's like, if you do podcasting, he's like, there's a whole bunch of places you can do it. He's like, but there's an up and coming app. I don't know if y'all know it, Rumble.
I heard you talking about it.
Yeah. It's an up and coming app, and it promotes free speech. They let you, like, other than obviously like just straight just evil shit. They let you talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about on there, with and they, basically a lot less restrictions and as opposed to like YouTube and stuff like that. And so what I thought about doing is posting my podcast there, because like I said, free speech, say whatever the fuck I want to say, because I want to be able to get where I can say whatever the fuck I want to say, because I hate when I can't, I hate like being on Facebook or being on TikTok and I record a joke and then I look at it and I'm like, I got to take that one out. It's really good, but I got to take that one out. That's going to get me in trouble. And I don't want that to be a thing. I want to be able to fucking let shit fly,
Yeah. No, I totally get that. So I mean, that's why it pisses me off that they hinder you from doing some of the jokes that I know, like I've seen them, and then like all of a sudden I go back to look for them and I'm like, where the fuck is the jokes that he was just on here talking about this, and there people are like, oh yeah, that shit got took down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking, dude, what's so bad is when I went live, I think Tuesday night, I can't tell you the amount of people in the comments that were telling me like, dude, I haven't seen you in months. Where have you been? Like you haven't been popping up on the For You page. And it's like, yeah, I'm definitely copyrighted.
Shadow banned.
I'm definitely shadow banned. Definitely with 100%. Like I had people telling me like, dude, we haven't seen you in months. Like we haven't seen anything pop up, nothing. I've even had some people tell me that they followed me, and then 3 or 4 days later, they go back to my page and they have to refollow me because it unfollowed. Like they unfollowed me, not them, but like their account did. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know how that happens. That's crazy.
I don't know how that happens either.
I've seen it on Facebook. It's happened. But on that note, we should end it right here.
Okay.
Just stay where you're at. Go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. We want to thank Bryce Tucker, Amber Brooke, Peter Anthony, Jason Brooks,
Rob Mello,
Linda Cruz, Glick, Stephen Jarvis, and you guys watching at home. We greatly appreciate you. Thank you for giving us our first year and allowing us to do this show for you guys. Mark, I'm good. Do you have anything you want to say to anybody?
No, I'm good.
Bryce, do you have anything you want to tell anybody?
No, except thank you for sticking it through. If there's anybody that watched this thing the whole way through, I don't know if there is.
The whole way.
Four people did.
4 people did. Y'all
we still have 4 people.
Y'all are fucking amazing. God bless y'all.
Mom, Dad, good night.
Yes, thank you, Mom and Dad, and my old lady and my son. You know, thank you guys.
All right, let the credits roll, Mark.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.